In this video, we uncover the Wild West's untold stories through rare photos and forgotten faces. These images reveal the raw truth of frontier life beyond textbook myths. Subscribe now. Silent frames capture America's westward era. After Civil War ended in 1865, ordinary citizens ventured into territories that transformed them. By 1890, the Census Bureau declared the frontier officially closed. Simple lumber construction marks civilization's foothold. Dodge City began as frontier outpost before becoming legendary Queen of the Cowtowns. This structure predates the town's wild cattle shipping reputation. Hastily constructed buildings line muddy streets where 10,000 fortune seekers converged after Custer's expedition discovered gold. Deadwood embodied lawless opportunity where civilization materialized instantly from wilderness. 40,000 hides represent systematic bison reduction. Commercial hunters harvested these animals by millions, impacting Plains tribes' primary resource. Each stack directly correlates to native displacement. Railroad-built community demonstrates Eastern planning transplanted westward. As Utah's Gentile capital, Corinne challenged Mormon influence through commerce. These wooden buildings housed businesses serving transcontinental travelers. Silver prospectors established temporary community at North Star Lode. San Juan County's mineral deposits drew thousands seeking fortune. Harsh conditions and dangerous work defined these boom and bust mining settlements. Buckboard wagons navigate treacherous waters near San Carlos Apache Reservation. River crossings represented critical decision points for pioneers. Without bridges, such passages presented extreme challenges during western migration. Canvas-topped prairie schooner carries household possessions across Loup Valley. Families traveled 15-20 miles daily during months-long journeys. Their prairie ships provided minimal protection against weather and dangers. Captured warriors rest beside Southern Pacific Railway that changed their circumstances. These men faced deportation to Florida. America's transportation networks proved more effective than military force. 11-year-old captive assimilated into Apache culture so completely he resisted returning to his birth family. Jimmy's transformation challenges period assumptions about savage versus civilized societies. Ranch hands engage in popular gambling pastime during rare leisure hours. Card games provided entertainment and opportunity in isolated communities. Such gatherings built necessary social bonds while relieving monotonous work. Land rush participant evaluates potential property during Oklahoma Territory opening. The 1889 land run allowed settlers to claim 160-acre homesteads previously held as Indian territory. Essential frontier business established following land run. Blacksmiths ranked among settlement's most vital tradesmen, creating tools necessary for survival. This shop represents technical skills transferred from east to west. Immigrant laborers maintained traditional practices at Point San Pedro. Over 10,000 Chinese came during Gold Rush, then faced discrimination. Their techniques fed growing Western populations despite exclusion laws. Humboldt County establishment offers crucial social space. Western saloons functioned as community centers, financial exchanges, and information hubs. Native students learned trade skills at Forest Grove School. Federal civilization policies removed indigenous children for assimilation education. Industrial training prepared students for economic integration while eroding traditions. Ceremonial gathering persists despite federal restrictions at Fort Washakie. Religious practices faced prohibition under civilization policies. Former warriors participate in reservation economy through agriculture. Government policies forced hunter-gatherers into farming. Commercial activity created economic interdependence between indigenous communities and white settlements. Municipal infrastructure brings modernization to recently established town. Water systems reduced disease and fire danger. Such utilities transformed frontier settlements into permanent communities with urban amenities. Prairie Education Outpost, constructed from available materials, homestead communities prioritized schools before churches. These humble structures represented democratic values and Eastern educational traditions transferred westward. Domestic scene displays territorial hierarchy with native servant. Southwestern households often incorporated indigenous workers. This arrangement reflects complex cultural exchanges in contested borderlands. Track-laying crew extends transportation through challenging terrain. Railway construction employed thousands, many immigrants or formerly enslaved. Each mile completed accelerated settlement in previously isolated regions. Popular banking card game attracts diverse participants in mining town. Faro surpassed poker in Western gambling establishments. Bisbee's copper wealth supported venues where social distinctions temporarily diminished around gaming tables. Former Kiowa Comanche Apache Reservation, lands sold to settlers. The last Oklahoma land run opened previously protected territories. Temporary structures housed banks even before permanent construction began. Public land distribution occurs through competitive bidding. Exodusters, freed slaves, competed with white settlers for Western properties. Federal policies facilitated ownership transfers that reshaped American demography. Cowboy demonstrates livestock handling skills developed from Mexican vaquero traditions. Cattle operations required specialized knowledge. Open-range practices were ending as barbed wire increasingly divided grazing lands. Entertainment businesses flourished in this railroad town. Mining created demand for gambling, drinking, and social nightlife despite reform campaigns. Such businesses remained economically vital despite reform campaigns. Resource transportation shapes daily routines in arid regions. Settlers adopted Mexican and indigenous water management. These technologies allowed habitation in environments previously considered uninhabitable by Eastern standards. Traditional food practices continued despite missionary disapproval. Originally, nomadic hunters adapted survival to imposed boundaries. Dog meat consumption represented cultural continuity despite missionary disapproval. Rural improvisation solves educational transportation challenges. Without school buses, isolated families created alternatives. This arrangement demonstrates frontier resourcefulness in maintaining educational access. 30 miles north of Palomas, Ryder replenishes vital water. Desert travelers navigated using knowledge of widely separated sources. Survival required memorizing locations of springs and wells across vast regions. Urban venue serves Alaskan Gold Rush returnees. Seattle processed millions while supplying northern prospectors. Dance halls offered music, company, and entertainment for miners returning from the north. Expedition navigates toward natural landmark. Navajo guides led explorers to what became Monument Valley. This discovery of sites long known to indigenous peoples exemplifies Western exploration's erasure of previous knowledge. Engineering achievement enables tourist access to Mountain Viewpoint. The W Road's hairpin turns conquered steep elevation. This infrastructure represents frontier's evolution from resource extraction to recreational tourism. Dust rises during ownership, marking essential to open-range ranching. Each symbol established legal claims. These roundups required intense physical labor while generating profits primarily for absent Eastern investors. Dedication ceremony marks site of 1866 military conflict during Red Cloud's War. Captain Fetterman accompanied 81 soldiers on a challenging mission. This monument honors their historical significance. chuck wagon serves as mobile kitchen for cattle drive crews. Cowboys typically ate beans, biscuits, and coffee. These brief meals provided essential rest during long workdays. Historic moment documented at Cañón de los Embudos. After years of conflict, Geronimo met with General Crook. Despite agreements, these warriors faced relocation far from their homeland. Rare photograph shows James Byrd and John Haynes with Civil War-era weapons. Early Rangers primarily fought Comanche rather than outlaws. Their military appearance predates the iconic Cowboy Ranger image. Wyoming lawmen gained fame pursuing Butch Cassidy's gang. LaForge secured Tom Horn's conviction through recorded confession. Films immortalized him as the man in the white hat chasing outlaws. Steel Bridge spans rugged western terrain. These engineering marvels connected previously isolated regions. Railroads reduced cross-country journeys from months to days, reshaping America's relationship with distance. Editor relaxes in his modest workspace. Western newspapers spread civilization's voice to remote settlements. Many publishers doubled as lawyers and postmasters while documenting frontier life. Simple cabin represents months of labor. This family's few possessions focus on survival. The Homestead Act granted 160 acres to settlers who improved land for 5 years. Frontier Bar welcomes unusual four-legged patron. Saloons served as social centers and information exchanges. The horse's presence reflects the casual integration of animals in frontier establishments. Prospectors display primitive gold extraction tools. These men joined thousands, abandoning everything for Western riches. Despite backbreaking work, most gold seekers never recovered their initial expenses. Professional enforcer poses in gentleman's attire. Deceptive Miller maintained a respectable appearance despite his dark profession. His refined clothing contradicts Hollywood's later depictions of rough-dressed outlaws. Young men display traditional regalia during studio session. Each garment carries specific cultural significance. Such portraits satisfied Eastern curiosity about Native Americans while preserving cultural heritage. Diverse laborers create transportation networks that ended frontier isolation. Railroad work attracted immigrants and freed slaves. These men endured brutal conditions while building America's industrial backbone. Martha Jane Cannery poses with rifle in masculine clothes. This scout and sharpshooter rejected traditional female roles. Her exaggerated autobiography claimed adventures that historians still debate. Workers gathered tensely around makeshift table. Timber operations employed thousands in challenging conditions. Disputes were common in isolated camps where formal authority remained distant. Town professionals pose with butchering tools. Fresh meat was essential in Western settlements. Their formal attire shows pride in business, standing within emerging communities. Solitary horseman pauses in harsh landscape. Cowboys often worked alone for days patrolling vast ranches. His worn clothing reflects frontier livestock management realities. Cowboys guide cattle across western plains. Long drives connected grazing lands with railroad shipping points. Before barbed wire, these herds moved freely across unfenced territory. Sister provides education in isolated settlement. Catholic nuns established essential services throughout Western territories. Religious women often served communities neglected by Eastern institutions. America's premier markswoman poses with her rifle. Born Phoebe Ann Moses, Oakley amazed Wild West show audiences. Her exhibitions challenged Victorian gender expectations. Native leader and cowgirl pose outside exhibition tent. Buffalo Bill employed both indigenous performers and frontier celebrities. These shows shaped Eastern perceptions of Western life. Young woman displays chin tattoos from captivity. Separated from family at 14, Oatman lived with Mojave tribe for years. Her story fascinated Victorian audiences with cultural crossing tales. Missouri bushwhacker turned bank robber appears in rare portrait. Former Confederate fighter began criminal career after Civil War. James gained folk hero status despite controversial robberies. Interracial marriage defies Western social boundaries. Such unions occurred more frequently on frontiers with fluid social structures. Their formal portrait demonstrates commitment despite widespread discrimination. Horse-drawn wagon delivers goods to Western town. Railroads transformed isolated settlements into commercial centers. Eastern products increasingly replaced local items as transportation networks expanded. Gold Rush catalyst with weathered gaze. While building Sutter's Mill, Marshall found gleaming flakes in the water. His discovery transformed American migration patterns and created California's first economic boom. Former slave became remarkable frontier lawman. Reeves arrested over 3,000 outlaws during his distinguished career. His memory for faces and native language skills made him exceptionally effective. Horsemen promote mail service between Missouri and California. Riders covered 2,000 miles in 10 days. Though brief, this service became an enduring symbol of frontier communication. Gunfighter with signature long hair poses formally. Hickok gained fame as Marshal of Western towns. His final poker game inspired the legend of the Dead Man's Hand. Wild Bunch, leader in rare photograph, known for daring bank and train operations. After years in South America, Cassidy's final fate remains shrouded in mystery. Former slave became America's first black female mail carrier. Mary Fields braved Montana wilderness in all weather. Her rifle and dog protected routes mail carriers feared. Teepees stretch across plains landscape. Families maintain traditions despite reservation restrictions. Horses and wagons show adaptation while preserving cultural practices. Hungarian-born Kate shows determined expression. She witnessed Tombstone's infamous gunfight while supporting Doc Holliday. Her resourcefulness helped her survive frontier hardships. San Antonio establishment owner in formal portrait. Her boarding house sheltered Wild Bunch between robberies. Her business offered rare economic opportunity for frontier women. Mining boomtown sprawls across desert. Just months before OK Corral gunfight transformed its reputation. Silver strikes created wealth while attracting outlaws and adventurers. Bank robbers in formal portrait. Cassidy's gang used elaborate hideout network. Their professional appearance contradicted expectations of rough Western outlaws. Confederate guerrilla turned bank robber. Younger partnered with Jesse James before Northfield raid capture. After prison, he reformed and joined Wild West shows. Commercial district climbs hillside. Within 3 years of gold discovery, Sleepy Port transformed into boomtown. Population exploded from 800 to 25,000 fortune seekers. Gold Settlement nestles in Mountain Valley. Simple wooden structures house thousands seeking instant wealth. Once called richest square mile on earth, this town witnessed both fortunes and failures. Pioneer couple works their harsh prairie homestead. The Homestead Act granted 160 acres to those who improved land for 5 years. Their sod house and simple tools represent remarkable resilience against frontier hardships. Frontier's woman poses in buckskin with rifle, known for sharpshooting, male attire, and wild tales. Her exaggerated autobiography claimed heroic adventures, while her reality included odd jobs and hard living. Studio that documented Wild West's fleeting moments. Photographer C.S. Fly captured Tombstone's infamous characters. This building stood near the OK Corral, where history's most famous gunfight occurred. Weathered face records, decades of resistance. After years eluding capture, Geronimo surrendered in 1886. Though exhibited at public events, he spent his final years far from his ancestral homeland. Woman displays bottle at temperance rally. Anti-Saloon League campaigned for nationwide alcohol ban. Their efforts led to 18th Amendment, changing American social life for a decade. Men gather around Frontier's favorite pastime. Cards provided social entertainment in isolated communities. These games determined fortunes and occasionally sparked serious disputes. Miners stand with tools in early camp. Sutter's Mill discovery triggered massive westward migration. These men represented thousands who abandoned everything for golden dreams. Young men photographed during federal custody. This multiracial group made headlines during brief activity in Indian Territory. Their story illustrates Frontier's complex racial dynamics during territorial transition. Warrior depicted in ceremonial portrait. Crazy Horse led successful resistance against government forces. After Little Bighorn, his legacy continued to inspire generations. Small boat beside river, cutting through ancient walls. This imposing canyon challenged early explorers. Once accessible only to determined travelers, it later became national park. Scientists chart unknown western territories. This team mapped remote regions across 8,000 miles. Their observations transformed wilderness into developable land for American settlement. Workers laid tracks across desert. Crews built 1,700 miles connecting east with west. This marvel reduced coast-to-coast travel from months to days. Ranch hands display tools and attire. Wide hats and practical clothing served functional needs. Their appearance reflected demanding lifestyle, rather than Hollywood's later romantic version. Adobe structure amid Pueblo community. These missions blended Spanish and indigenous techniques. Religious centers provided education and healthcare throughout southwestern territories. Morgan Earp's wife from wealthy Eastern family. She defied relatives to marry the notorious gunman. After losing him in Tombstone, she dedicated herself to preserving his legacy. Entertainment troupe with horses. These performers brought frontier stories to global audiences. Women's participation challenged Victorian norms through riding demonstrations. 12-year-old manages livestock on open range. Ranch children took adult responsibilities early. Her riding attire shows practical adaptation of feminine dress. Rider surveys prairie landscape. Women worked alongside men in cattle operations. Her split riding skirt balanced Victorian modesty with need for mobility. Studio portrait shows cowgirl fashion evolution. Western women's styles spread beyond working ranches. Stylized hats and shirts reveal transformation from workwear to fashion. Little Sure Shot with trademark costume. Oakley's shooting skills made her Buffalo Bill's star performer. Her theatrical persona established the romanticized cowgirl in American culture. History never truly ends. It just waits to be remembered. If these faces moved you, subscribe and keep their stories alive. Thank you for watching.